189 yards for you in the air, 4 touchdowns, 3 of those going to Lawson Luckie. How was that connection so strong?
Yeah, it was awesome. This is a great feeling. It's fun when all your hard work pays off, and it's a great environment like this. It was just pretty neat, pretty special moment.
Describe for me how this offensive performance can help boost your confidence moving forward.
Yeah, I think a great game, and just the plays, having banked reps in those moments can definitely boost your confidence.
Gunner, I can only think of one game recently. I guess for the Oregon game, you only had to punt one time, score every time. Today, you score every possession you guys have. Has it ever been that easy in practice to get done what y'all did today?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that easy, but we definitely executed really well today. So,
what area do y'all think y'all can come this game and be successful against Ole Miss's defense?
I think if we just executed and did our stuff, we could do really well. And but they were a really great defense, and it was hard to prepare for them.
What was the difference in the fourth quarter for you guys? Able to kind of create some separation there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, our defense, they were battling all night, and they got to stop. And our offense, we just never quit, and it was a great game.
What's it like playing in those games when it's back and forth and you have to score every single time? Is that pressure or is that fun?
No, I mean it's pretty fun being in a shootout, and but with our great defense, we always knew that they were going to get a stop. So and they did, and it was awesome.
Why is this team so good at making second half adjustments?
I think you can credit to Coach Smart and the whole coaching staff, and then it trickles down. They do a good job of explaining it to us, so you can give credit to them.
Gunner, this one was a thriller, and it was really just out-dueling each other until the very end. How would you describe this one, how this one played out?
Yeah, we wanted to score every possession, and because our defense was having a hard job stopping them, and it was definitely one, and that'll go down the memory as a great game.
What layer did the atmosphere play in this win?
Oh, it was awesome. They did something with like the white and black. I didn't know what they were doing there, but it was pretty cool, and it was pretty loud, and it was just a moment you always dream of.
Good. You guys had a few drives this year, like late in the game, you get the ball at the 10-yard line, you're able to kind of ground out the clock, either ground out the clock or get a score. Kind of explain the mindset as a player when you get in those situations and what it takes to be successful.
Yeah, and that you just got to be able to run the ball, and I mean they know you're running it, try to get the clock out, and our line did a great job of being physical, and it's kind of those situations you got to be more physical.
And when Colby went down early, how did the other receivers kind of step up and pick things up once he left the ball game?
Yeah, I hate to see that. Colby's a great guy, and I hope he'll be all right. And I just hate to see that, but yeah, everybody just kind of stepped up and said next man up.
What does it mean for this offense being able to kind of put the team on your back when the defense is kind of struggling, and then they're able to step up like they did in the second half?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a great feeling. I felt like everything we called and did was successful, and it's always a great feeling. So,
What's special about Lawson Luckie?
Yeah, he's awesome. Just the work he puts into it and the passion he has for this team is awesome.
When you were sitting in the meeting room, could you see it could be a big day for the tight ends, or it just play out that way?
Yeah, it just kind of played out. Everybody was kind of, it wasn't just one person, but they definitely brought it, and it was a great game.
You can't succeed if you're thinking about the past, and we've known that so well.
Lawson Hartley looked pretty animated pre-game. Was there fire and brimstone speech in that? How did that spark you guys?
Yeah, I feel like we just had a feeling. I told Peyton before the game. Peyton told me as well, and he had a heck of a game. Today just felt different. Honestly, it felt different. And he was saying that. He was super animated. He was great on the microphone all day. I love playing for Coach Hartley. He's such a tremendous coach. Day in, day out. And he had some juice today.
Got 2 minutes, guys.
This game with only 4 touchdowns. You had 3 touchdowns in this game. How did it feel for you, and why was the connection so strong between you and Gunner?
It felt good. We've worked at it for so long. I mean, the last 2 years I've been a 2, and Gunner's been a 2 as well. So I've been catching balls from Gunner for so long. And I feel like we've got a great connection. And even if we didn't, Gunner trusts his guys. And if the throw needs to be made, he's going to throw it. And it came to me today, and I made the plays.
How can a win like this help the offense confidence moving forward? You put the team on your back when the defense was struggling, but then they stepped up when they needed to. How can it help you guys?
It just helps so much going into the bye week. Because when you have 2 weeks to just think about a game, having a loss and sitting on it, it can spread. It can be really negative to a team. So coming on the going into the bye week with a top 10 win, it's huge. It's tremendous for our momentum.
How much fun was it for you, and how excited were you to be able to take down Ole Miss?
It was so fun. I got a bunch of people at Ole Miss. One of my best friends works at Ole Miss, and it was good to be able to see them after the game. And then just having my family there was amazing. So
Lawson,
amazing.
Yeah, it
a
was
win
good.
like this and the way in which you guys did, it was a thriller down to the end, two really good teams
Yeah.
out-dueling each other. What can that say about this resiliency of this team and then moving forward, how good you guys could be?
It just says we're built for it. We know the SEC is closer this year than ever, and it came down to 4 minutes, which it always does. Kirby always tells us it does. It doesn't have to be close, but it just tends to in the SEC this year. It's so close, and we think we're built for those moments, and tonight we came out on top.
When you were watching Ole Miss on film, the defense, what did you see that made you feel like you guys could maybe exploit them today?
I don't know. I mean, we knew they had really good players. Like, we knew we were going to have to execute. I don't know. I didn't see anything on film that said I was going to have 3 touchdowns. It was just like, that's just how it played out. Our offensive line played tremendous. A lot of it is due to how well we ran the ball tonight. We were very, very efficient. Our O-line was amazing. We didn't really have any go down today. Monroe went down, but then came right back. He's a warrior. Having EG back was huge, and just the run game really opened up everything. And our guys made plays when their numbers were called, like Dylan today.
What about today felt different?
I don't know. Sometimes you just get out there and it feels different. I don't know. We said it. Hartley said it. I said it. Peyton said it. It just felt different. Sometimes you just know.
My dog. But my dog Lawson, man, just super excited, super happy for him, man. He comes in every day working. He's a great leader, man. He's a great leader, you know, always encouraging guys. Always smile in the locker room. So, man, I'm so happy for him for sure.
What's it like when your offense is in such a rhythm from the beginning to the end of the game?
I mean, it's a good thing, you know, you want to get on the ball as quickly as possible, you know. So we couldn't kind of get out the field, but the offense did a great job of keeping that rhythm going.
What was the biggest challenge with Trinidad Chambliss as a quarterback?
I think the biggest challenge is him just executing his calls and being able to just make stem plays, you know. And half of the stuff was on us, but you know that's a great team. It's a great quarterback for sure.
The fact that this one came down to the wire and it was a thriller throughout the entire game. What does that say about the resiliency of this team to win this one?
I just think it just revert back to the coaches that's at the University of Georgia. You know, way before we got here, you know, that standard that was put in place and never stop and just keep chopping.
Why do you think you're so good at making second half adjustments? I mean, it's known around the league that you guys maybe come out a little bit slow, but in the second half, you guys are on fire. Why do you think you're so good?
I think it just come back to the coaching part again. You know, something that's put in place way for us, being a four-quarter team. You know, all 4 quarters or 60 minutes, however long it takes.
Back-to-back 3 and outs. What was working for you guys on those drives?
Man, we just knew we just had to get one. If we get one, you know, we'll get rolling. So just executing our calls and just buckling down, knowing it was time to buckle down and man up.
Sorry, we know that a game like this, a top 10 matchup here between the hedges, it's awesome. But in your words, why do you like being a part of matchups like this?
I think that's why you come to Georgia. You come to Georgia for games like this. You know, that's what I signed up for. That's what you signed up for when you come to Georgia, playing games like this. So, man, I wouldn't want it any other way.
What's the identity of this defense at this point in the season?
Just to never give up. Just to keep chopping. Just to keep fighting. Muhammad Ali.
Thanks, CJ.
Thank you.